In this video tutorial, we're going to take a first look at Adobe Connect. My goal for this training is just to show you some of the elements that are on the screen. Everything that I show you now, we will discuss in more detail in future video tutorials. So let's get started. Looking at the very top, you'll notice the common menu items. Click on them and they open up. We have meeting, layouts, pods, and audio. You also have a few buttons. One is for your speakers, to control your microphone volume, your webcam, and your status. Way to the far right, you'll see a help button and also your connection status. In the middle of the screen, you see one big window called Share. This is what's called a pod, as well as the video, the attendees, and chat. These are all windows called pods. Basically, pods are little windows that are used to show different types of activity. The share window is where you're going to share PowerPoints, Word documents, a slideshow, or what have you that has content you want your users to know. The pods can be moved anywhere you want just by clicking on the gray bar at the top. Notice right here or here, you can click, and I'm clicking and dragging it. I can also resize this pod if I want, if I need it bigger or smaller, and I can move it back. So pods can be moved around. You can completely get rid of them if you don't want them. You can move them to wherever you want. And like I said, there's different types of pods. Looking at the menu here, there's a share pod, notes, attendees, videos, chat, files, and a variety of others. So these are all little windows, or you can make them big windows like the share pod that you can have on your screen to suit your needs as you're teaching your course. Over to the far right, this is called the layout section. And what Adobe has done is given us a few samples to get us started, because they know when you do an online synchronous session, you may want to start by sharing some information. So this is the sharing layout. But you may want to move to a layout that's more suited for discussion and interaction among your users. So they give you a sample layout for discussions where you might want to have discussion notes, a chat, a poll, or whatever you need that suits what you're teaching. And remember, like I said before, pods can be moved around wherever you want and resized to fit your needs. And they also give us a sample collaboration layout in case you want to get your users involved and active in what's going on. You might want to share a whiteboard where they will highlight or circle or draw items on the screen. You may want them to share files with each other, have some more chats, notes, and again, whatever works for you. Moving the pods to where you want them to be, making them the size you want them to be, and so forth. All of this is possible in Connect. So as we move on to the next tutorial, we'll talk in more detail about these different features.